Hello, hello.
Okay.
Welcome to our first show, guys. This is pretty
First one.
exciting.
So, Sarah's going to start by introducing herself.
Hello. I am Sarah Hips, Sarah A. Hips. I own my own personal training business here in Denver, Colorado. I also do online training. And a little bit about me. I'm single, obsessed with my puppy. I love to eat, and um, and that's really about it.
Wow, you don't want to say like your certifications or
No one really cares about that.
Okay, well, my name's Colton Ranson and I'm a trainer in San Diego. I'm also an online trainer and I will say my certifications because I want to. I went to Arizona State, got a degree in exercise science and architecture, holla, and also certified through National Strength and Conditioning Association with a certified personal training certificate and a strength and conditioning certificate. So, yeah.
So as you can tell already, Colton is the lift part of this, and then I'm the food and life part. So
Oh, you
Hmm.
lift. You
Yeah.
lift. All right, so we asked you guys some questions that you might want to ask or have us talk about. So I got 10 questions.
I'm ready.
All right, the first one was, what's your idea of stretching, static versus dynamic?
I've always been a dynamic girl, but I prefer static because I'm lazy. But no, dynamic is better, and then I do static at the end of my workouts. What about you, Coco?
Coco. So I've always learned that you want to do dynamic before, just like Sarah said, and then static after because you don't want to do that static stretching because it reduces your power output.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you're
And
going for
also, you you want to warm up your muscles
yeah,
actually
yeah,
instead of
I
just
always do the same like shoulder routine. We both actually play volleyball, so I've been injured. I don't know, have you been injured?
I tore my meniscus in my right knee, but post college, so not even while I was
Oh,
playing.
see, I had impingement in my shoulder, so I always do like dynamic shoulder stuff to kind of help it.
I mean, I probably injured myself because my dynamic stretching was me just kind of flailing my leg up
Yeah,
and my
there's a difference
one
between
foot.
dynamic and ballistic stretching. You've heard of ballistic, right?
Next question.
Okay, yeah, they didn't really ask about ballistic,
Pretty easy
so whatever. Do dynamic before and static after. All right. Next one wasn't really a question; it was just a statement, and it said diet myths.
Diet myths.
Myths, not mix.
I'm what?
You said myths, right? Not mix.
Myth.
That yes, there.
um,
Ooh.
okay, so I'm anti-diet. So I get a little insane when it comes to this type of stuff. But yeah, I'm anti-diet. Diet myths. The ones that I hear most because I work with a decent amount of women, or I have a lot of female friends. I don't that, but those were wise. I know a lot of women, right? That ask me questions. And the number one myth I've heard is that people will drop protein because they think it's high in calories, which um, boggles my mind. But they'll go eat a whole bagel, right?
Sounds
So
pretty
yeah,
nice, though.
that
So
what?
sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, that one. I'll let you go.
Um, I don't really know about myths, but I hate the diet fads. Like, why can't you just be healthy all the time? Like, why does it have to go in phases and you have to hop on the train of like, I learned this one this week, the carnivore diet. Have you
Oh
heard of
yeah,
that?
yeah. I heard about
Someone brought it up to me. He's doing a keto diet right now, which I've done and I love, but I love carbs, so not for me. But the carnivore diet's where you just only eat meat, but you can also have eggs because they come from a meat source.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, I hate fad diets. That's didn't really answer the question, but that's kind of the point, you know.
I'm trying to think of like another myth when it comes to diets. Um, because yeah, the majority of what I think of is are fads.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another myth.
Like fat's bad for you?
Oh, another myth. Cleansing.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of cleansing diets because the majority of them aren't real even cleanses. Let's say that. I'll say it like that. So like maybe like a fruit type of cleanse thing is can be good depending on what you're doing, how you're doing it, how long you're doing it, X, Y, and Z, right? But when people do like the lemon juice and like vinegar and like cracked egg like twice a day, like mix it up and like
Um,
drink it, that's not a cleanse. All you're doing to your body is just putting not enough in it and stuff that makes you poop, and then you poop everything and you lose weight because you're eating 5 calories a day, and then people are like, I'm so cleansed. You're not, though.
okay,
Just a
so I
fact.
mean, I had the stomach flu a few days
Yes.
ago.
Yeah.
Since then, I've been drinking water with lemon every morning. Not as a
That,
cleanse, not as a cleanse, but just like
yeah,
I've heard of some benefits that I'm like, oh, and I'm trying not to drink as much coffee.
that's good.
So I guess it's like a
No,
healthy ritual. I don't know.
yeah, no, water with lemon is great. Like water with stuff, whatever's gonna make you drink more water. I will say that too. But it's when people do it like as like these crazy cleanses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they cook like 5 days and then they lose 10 pounds,
Hmm.
but you lost 10 pounds because you just poop it every 5 seconds.
Just like the Devil Wears Prada reference when she's like, I'm on a diet and if I feel like I'm gonna pass out, I'm gonna eat a cube of cheese. All right. Next question. How do you feel about supplement use?
I tell my clients all the time that if they feel that they are not getting something in their diet that they need, then to go ahead and get a supplement. But I'm a big advocate of eating what you need. I personally only do protein shakes, protein powders when I'm not going to be able to eat um, in the like immediate or like near future. And near future means like the next like hour or two, right?
Hmm.
After I work out. Or I mean, just like if you're on the go, like I always tell people, if you're in the airport, grab beef jerky, like Lord's Lean, or grab a protein shake. But like, that's my level of supplementation. If you are going to do more than that, like fish oils and BCAAs and this and that, da, 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 da. I think the problem is that a lot of people will just take things that they see other fitness people taking and they don't actually know if they need it or what it does for them. So they can't even tell if it makes a difference.
Yeah, I think I definitely have you beat on the supplement game.
Yeah.
So this is where our views probably differ for the first time, but I'm a huge advocate for supplements. If it's something you can't get from food, it's supplemental, you know. So I've taken every supplement under the sun. I've taken CLAs, fat burners, BCAAs, pre-workout. I even tried some like HGH releaser protein powder mix stuff that is not good because I was puking my guts out on the toilet for the first time I took it. Yeah, it was purple, and it's like, don't eat on an empty stomach. And it was Easter, and of course, you're like drinking mimosas, and I'm like, I got this powder, I'm gonna. Yeah, so I spent the whole night laying on my floor thinking I was dying. But I say go for it, but make sure you're taking supplements that match your goals that you're gonna kind of pursue. Don't just take a CLA and be like, I want to get bigger. Like you don't really know what you're doing. So
Yes.
exactly,
Well,
be
and I agree with you on
smart.
that. Like, I don't tell people to not, but I also think so. I'm a big and I will admit this, I'm big on skipping things in my diet that I do need, but it's only because I will get very like hyper focused on like chicken and spinach or like super super easy prepped meals,
Hmm.
but like I won't have a lot of variety, right? And so like maybe my iron intake isn't there, maybe my vitamin C isn't there, things like that. But I if you're not going to put it into your diet and you're going to supplement it, you need to like freaking do your research. Do you know how many people I know just like throw creatine into their mouth and they don't even know what,
Ooh,
like, you know what I
that
mean?
doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
I've taken that
So,
before, and I didn't like it, but whatever.
uh,
All right, next question. Interval cardio versus steady state. Ooh, controversy.
you can go first.
Um, so I don't. Were you ever as a big child or a large adult ever?
No, not like overweight.
You've seen my pic. I showed you my picture before, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
I used to be like chunky, and I would do steady state exercise for like 30, 40 minutes a day. Um, for probably 3 or 4 years out of my life, I did that, and then I switched to interval training. And one, it saves time. Two, it's more effective. And three, it's honestly more engaging for my mind instead of just like running on the treadmill forever. So I've only prescribed steady state exercise to my clients when they're like, I want to run a marathon, or they honestly can't do hit interval training or anything. Like if they're too out of
Yeah.
shape to do that type of training. So if you can do interval training, I recommend that one. But you need to know what you're doing as far as the type of intervals you're going for. So not just like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds on. Like, yeah, that's got to get you results, but like, do you know why you're doing 30 seconds on compared to like 2 minutes on and 10 seconds off or 10 seconds on, 2 minutes off? Like, I don't think people know the difference.
This is true. I don't think the typical person knows.
No, they don't. That's why they come to us.
Well, I mean, but and I will say, like, I when it comes to like interval training, I don't really get into like the specifics of like why we're doing this type versus this type, right? Like because I think that the typical person, I don't even know if they like really want like care
No,
about
no, they
like
don't. But
why
like
I'm
for
doing this one versus
yourself,
that.
what type of interval training do you do?
Like so, like my clients or for me.
You, you.
It's both. Like so, this morning I did like sprint for 100 yards, like off for 100 yards,
Mm.
sprint for 100 yards, off for 100 yards. But then another like interval training I'll do will be like 30 seconds of squats and then 30 seconds off and then 30 seconds of jumping jacks, 30 seconds, like so I'll do, and then I have hits where I'm incorporating weights too, right?
True.
So I like to mix it up a ton. My stance is I like both. I don't necessarily like to do the verses for the study and um, the hit only because of the fact that what you're saying, like there are instances where it's necessary. I have clients who want to increase their cardiovascular endurance and they want to do it and like just being able to like run 2 miles together, and I
I
have
cannot do
some
that.
people I know, like, and then I have some people who like they need to be able to just like work on the recovery. So we do like the
Mm.
sprints and the hits and things like that, so that they can like work on their body recovering from things. I personally do both myself. Like so lately, I've been doing like 30 to 45 minutes of steady like stairmaster. And then I've also been doing kind of like hit style of a stairmaster, but then like this morning I did like the sprint. So I like to mix it up. Um, yeah.
All right. Well, I don't do either right now, so. All right. Can you please explain carb cycling?
You can explain it better than I can, for sure.
All right. So it's hard to put. It's such a complex subject to put it into like a paragraph for most people that don't know scientific terms. But pretty much, your body does not need carbohydrates for energy. Oh my God, I know, blows my mind. But your body needs carbohydrates to build muscle, right? You agree?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So carb cycling to me is something that's more effective when you're trying to lose fat and build muscle at the same time, which people say you can't do, but I I think you can. It's very hard and you have to be experienced, but I've experienced both at the same time.
You have
But
to be you have to be strict
yeah,
with
super
yourself.
strict. So carb cycling is not for the weak. Fun fact. But you pretty much do, there's a few ways you can do it, but the way I used to do it is you can do low days, which is like zero point 0.5 grams to 1 gram of per kilogram of body weight per day. Um, or you can do medium days, which I don't really do medium days at all, and then high days. So you alternate between those. I would recommend doing 2 low days and then 1 high day to kind of replenish that glucose in your metabolism, and then back to 2 low days. So it kind of gives you a boost of energy, but at the same time burns a little bit of fat while keeping the surplus low. So your body's not releasing insulin, and then when it releases insulin, it stores it as fat. Okay, so it's getting a lot really complicated. So pretty much you're doing like 2 low days, 1 high day, 2 low days, or you can do low, medium, high type thing. So
Or you can just be crazy like me, and I will just do like oh, I'm gonna do really hard legs tomorrow, like pasta, pasta,
yeah,
pasta, and then
yeah,
like
yeah.
never like, and then like just like go low again for like 3 days and be like pasta, 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 and then go again.
Well, if you can plan your lower body days around high carb days, there you go. It's a win-win. Do you want to touch on that? Or are you good?
No, I'm good.
All right, fine. Workout frequency. How often should I be hitting the gym? My little accent came out there for a second. You can start. I have a
Um,
different viewpoint on this.
I mean, to me, it depends on what you're going for. Like and also what is possible for your lifestyle. My whole thing's realistic fitness, right? So like,
Hmm.
for me, if I'm going to tell my clients, oh, you have to be there 6 days a week, but that's not even feasible, then it becomes something that is either near impossible to accomplish. Like you're setting goals that we can't achieve, or it becomes like a chore. So if you're following a program, you're between 4 to 6 days at the gym. For people who are trying to like maintain things, I say like 3 to 5. If you're really just getting after it, if you want to be there 7 days a week, you can. But I'm a really big advocate of having at least one like real rest day.
All right, so our viewpoints differ on this one. I'm surprised because I was like, I don't know. But I think it's based off of your experience in the gym. Like, if you're a beginner and you've never gone before, I don't think you should go every day, but you should go like at least 3 times a week. Just because if you
Mm-hmm.
go twice, it's like you're gonna see results barely, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're medium, okay, so before I get into that, like beginners like 0 to 6 months in the gym. This is just like what the textbooks say. And then intermediate is like between 6 and a year, and then after a year you're considered advanced. But I think after 2 years you're considered advanced because not yeah I was in the gym for a year and I didn't know everything. I know
Uh-huh.
everything
Yeah.
now. Just kidding. Um, but after you're kind of like that intermediate stage, you should be there between like 4 and 6 times a week. And then I don't believe you need an off day, but if you need it for like mentality stuff, totally fine. But if you have the right program where you can give your body that 72 hours between the muscle group and like I do chest
Mm-hmm.
twice a week, but I make sure I have 72 hours between when I do chest again. So I'm in the gym 7 days a week. I even know some like I don't want to say bodybuilders, but like more experienced people than me, and they go to the gym like 8 to 10 times a week, and they train something different every time they go. But that's breaking down your split super specific. So
See,
Okay.
but that goes to, but what you're talking about though, like, so you're saying technically I'm advanced, so that would mean I should be there 7 days a week, but I don't need to be.
No, well, I said if you need like that mental off day where like
Well, no,
you
I'm
don't.
just saying in general, I don't physically need to be in the gym 7 days a week.
True.
Like, so it's all like, if we go by textbook, then I think though that slows down people who have specific goals. Like, just because you're new doesn't mean that you like it's bad to be there 5 days a week
Yeah.
or
I
6 weeks.
mean,
You know what I mean? Like, and like, so I think, but like bodybuilders, yeah, they're in there 10, 12 times a week, but it's because they're bodybuilders, like, so I go less by like what you know and more of like what's your goal? If your goal is like for me, if my goal is to maintain and I'm advanced and my body type is one that doesn't like fall out super fast, then
you say you don't
like
fall out. I'm just kidding.
so yeah, I'm like goal specific.
True, true. I had a client tell me the other day, he was like, I plan to go 7 days a week knowing that I'm only going to make it five. So he doesn't plan for an off day, but he knows life's going to get in the way and he's going to be like, okay, today I'm just too busy. I can't make it. So
Yeah,
if you overplan what you want to do, then chances of you meeting that goal are a little bit higher, I think.
yeah. Like, and I see, and like for me with my clients, it's like your goal is to lose X amount of weight, so you have to be in the gym 5 days a week, like period.
Hmm.
So like, but so if you're not there though 7 days out of the week, but you're there five, like that's a goal that we've hit and we can maintain, like you can maintain
True.
that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Because I also like I don't want people to like not like I don't want people to, yeah, to like beat themselves up if they're not there like as they should be.
I
You
mean,
know what
I
I
was
mean?
texting you when I was sick, and I'm like, I feel like a fat ass.
Yeah, like I don't want people being sick feeling bad about not being in the gym. So
Whatever. All right. All right. So the next question is the importance of hairspray to the movie musical scene.
I think it's like very important. I've never done a musical, but it,
I mean, I'm not a musical person, but Chris is a musical person. So I'm sure he could sing you like the whole soundtrack. And
wait, are we talking about the musical
yeah,
Hairspray?
yeah.
Oh, you said the importance of.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
I thought
Hairspray the musical.
I thought you
It's
meant like Hairspray to musical.
he capitalized the H, so I'm thinking that's a proper noun. I'm thinking it's
According to my brother, who loves all things singing, that's an amazing musical. He used to play the soundtrack to his nephews while they were getting baths.
oh.
That's all I know.
All I know is The Greatest Showman's better than Hairspray.
Is that a musical?
The Greatest Showman?
Wasn't that a movie?
Can't movies be musicals?
No, I thought a musical was like it's live in front of you,
I don't
like
know.
live
I
action.
mean, I know who asked this question, and I'm sorry, Alex, that I completely butchered your question.
I know. I'm not the person asking. I don't
You're
watch
asking the wrong people. I mean,
TV shows or movies where they're singing. I don't want to see that.
okay.
Singing happens over here. Shows for entertainment happen over there.
All right. Next, we got three more. Next one. How often should you do fasted cardio to lose what?
Are they all lifting related?
Um, two. This one is. The next one's not, and the last one's not.
Good. I'm okay.
Okay. How often should you do fasted cardio to lose weight?
I mean, I'm gonna have an answer that I feel like you're not gonna agree with, so you can go first.
Oh, okay. Every damn day. No, I'm just kidding. It depends on your goal. So I did fasted cardio 7 days a week when I wanted to lose weight. I know people that do fasted cardio 2 days a week to lose weight. I have a client that does it 1 week to lose weight, and he's in good shape. So it depends on how quick you want to meet your goal, pretty much.
I'm not like an advocate of fasted cardio
Oh,
because like personally, um, personally, I feel like there are so many, like, I don't have a problem with it, but I also think that too many people believe like they just do fasted cardio and then like they're just gonna like burn all of the fat. But I also don't meet a lot of people outside of committed bodybuilders who can do it and can do it consistently, who can will themselves to be able to do it, who don't get sick or tired while they're doing it. So to me, I'm like, just do cardio, like choose a time when you will consistently be able to do cardio. Like
okay.
it's better than not doing it. Like me personally, if I go to try to do cardio and I'm hungry, like it's just not gonna happen.
True.
Like,
I
you
mean,
know,
speaking from experience, I woke up at 5 a.m. for 2 years in college to do fasted cardio every day. And I didn't actually see a lot of results. But then after 2 years of doing it, I still was doing it right before I met Chris. And I was in the best shape of my life. So I don't know. I,
I think yeah. Like and honestly I think I've read some studies that say it's not that big of a it doesn't make that big of a
yeah, I've
difference.
seen that too, but half of it's a mental thing, Like if you think you're going to lose weight, you're going to lose weight. Have you heard that?
Yes, and you want to. I was going to say, I think that some of the fasted cardio thing is that people do it and then they are like, I just burned so many calories. Let me eat a really healthy breakfast so I'm not like wasting all that work. And then, so
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you. I think that people treat themselves better when they feel like they don't want to waste the work that they just put in.
Hmm. This isn't a question, but I don't know what your opinion is on it. Fasting?
Like intermittent fasting or
Hmm.
or I intermittent fasting, but like, do you mean like every day
Intermittent.
or
I can't say that word. But when you don't eat for like a few hours and then like people are like, oh, it's lunchtime, time for the first meal.
I'm a giant advocate of IF um, for everybody, but women have to be careful carrying out long term because it can increase a woman's, it increases your testosterone levels for both
Yeah.
men and women. And so that's why a lot of men can maintain muscle mass or grow muscle and be shedding weight while they're doing IF because your body responds by having more testosterone. For women, if you do that very long term, I actually did a very detailed article about this one time. If you do it long term, you'll stop having a period. You'll lose all that weight and everything, but it's yeah, the side effects are that you'll have more testosterone in your body.
Brittany,
I think
stop texting
that. What do you say?
my friend keeps texting me. I'm like, I'm busy. Excuse me.
Um, but like so, and not to get like crazy into it, but I think IF is great. Like it has a lot of benefits for like you mentally, for your body, for your goals. But people have to be very aware that like you have to do it correctly. I have a client that he had decided to start doing it, and we kind of talked about it, and then he went, and then a couple weeks later, he's like, "Yeah, I mean, it's not like working as much as I'd like." And then we talked through it some more, and I was like, dude, you're breaking your fast at 6 a.m.
Oh,
And he, well, it's just an orange, and I was like, yeah, but you're still like you're either not eating or you're eating. Like you
this isn't
can't
50
like
Shades of Grey for fitness. It's like,
yeah. So I'm huge on IF. I'm a big like you should try it, you should do it. If it works for your lifestyle, also that's another thing. A lot of people don't understand that if you're someone who does a lot of networking in the evening, do not have a eating window of like 6 a.m. to like 2 p.m. That's never going to work out for you in the long term. If you may try it and it may not feel good for you. I was not someone who did well mentally on IF, but if you're going to do it well. Do research it, do it well, people.
I don't agree because I think I let clients do it only if they've been doing it before they've met me. I think you need food throughout the day to fuel your metabolism.
People who have diabetes or are pre-diabetic should not eat more often throughout the day because it jumps their insulin throughout.
Hmm
Um,
I
yeah,
have one client that claims he is pre-diabetic, but hasn't gotten it tested, I don't think. But I only nag him throughout the day to eat because he doesn't eat anything.
well,
So like when I nag him I'm like, you need to eat 6 meals a day, and he only eats two. It's like, okay, you're normal, you know. But then
yeah.
also when you're okay, we're not going to get into that. Pre-diabetic's a whole different thing. Next question. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this up because someone asked it, but it doesn't really pertain to you. Someone said, "Will you and Chris make YouTube videos?" And the answer is no. Okay, next question. Last one. I can relate to this 1000%, and I know you can too, as being a college student. Cheap protein meals for students. This is a very big question because you there's a lot.
Protein powder, tuna packs, and the store brand chicken. Honestly,
Okay.
that's what I did when I was in college.
What did I eat? When I was in the dorms, I ate hard-boiled eggs, protein powder. Um, I never ate the tuna thing because I thought it was bad. I didn't like it. And I ate a lot of jerky. I don't think that's cheap, but I ate it a lot.
Not cheap, no.
Shit. Well, I agree with Sarah. Get some chicken in your life.
Yeah.
Coupons. Hello. I use coupons every day I went to the grocery in college. I probably saved at least $2 to $3 grand a year. Easy.
I don't keep on because I'm lazy, but yeah, like honestly, like I know some people complain about the price of eating healthy, but I eat. If you are okay not having a ton of variety in your diet, which not everybody is, I was very good, especially when I was bodybuilding. I just had like the store chicken is like I just got chicken yesterday, and it was like $8 for like the whole thing, right? And it's not that the chicken is bad, it's just that it's not Purdue, right? And then the with the tuna, like they're always selling those tunas like 10 for 10 or stuff like that, and I'm okay with that as well. And then yeah, protein powder is good just because it's like what, like it can be like $25
You get
for
30 servings for like $40.
4
Yeah.
So
I definitely had something to say from that I forget. Oh yeah, our animals are pretty much like eat human food. Like your dog eats chicken legs, and our cat eats avocados, spinach, and peanut butter.
that's a
So
very fancy cat.
I mean, he doesn't eat it for meals. He eats it like when I'm cooking, and I'm like, "Oh, you want some avocado?"
Yeah,
But
Joe does not like vegetables or fruits.
sounds like me. All right. Well, that was the last question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was so easy.
So we don't know how often we're going to be doing this little shindig, but yeah, episode one.
We're gonna do it once a week.
Once a week? Okay. We need to give people some time to recuperate some questions.
You say recuperate some questions.
Yeah.
What is that? What does that sentence mean to you?
Recuperate, like, you know how you recoup after a long day when you lay on the couch and eat some yogurt?
Yeah, you can't recoup questions. You
Regenerate.
My dog's about to walk into my cord. Come here, boo. Yeah, no. So we'll do this once a week.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions throughout the week, feel free to message either of us. My handle is SA Hips, but yes, I do go by the Hungry Hippo from myself and also my friends. And you can email us as well. There's literally 1,000 ways to get a hold of either of us.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, email,
What's your
website.
email? What's your email? You're like,
ships@Fullaro, FULLARO.com.
ooh, okay. Well, my handle is colt.fitness on Instagram, and that's pretty much all I really use. I use Facebook sometimes, and my email is colt.fitness.info@gmail.com. Pretty easy.
I already forgot
Fine.
it.
All right, everyone. Well, we will talk to you later, and hit us up with some questions that you recuperated.
Regenerates better.
All
Okay,
right. Well,
goodbye.
on that note, we are done. Okay, bye.